and particularly his corruption regarding China. And again, I think we need to make this election in large part a referendum on China, because it should be, because that is the existential threat to the American way of life. China did this to us, whether it's the illness, in large measure the riots, the economic pain that we suffered before President Trump took over, and that unfortunately has hit us since the virus hit us again like a meteor.
Yep.
And Beijing Biden is the last person to be able to successfully confront the threat that is the Chinese Communist Party. So again, you're so right. The enthusiasm gap is massive. It's the Grand Canyon, and I believe it can get even wider once we get the chance, the platform to speak to the American people about second-term priorities.
I hadn't thought about it like that, but you're so right in that this story is so clearly meant to disrupt and dissuade people that Biden is the low energy or low enthusiasm candidate. See, this is why we have you on. Jack, you had something for us.
I wanted to say there's a great article in the Federalist this morning where Rick Scott has asked a number of questions about China, and I think Rick Scott must be listening to us, because I want to read you his first comment. He gets a direct question from Ben Weingarten. What, in your view, does the Chinese Communist Party ultimately seek to achieve? And if it were to achieve it, what would that mean for the lives of Americans? Rick Scott, the Communist Party of China is in for world domination, and so it'll be a very dark world. I don't believe it'll happen if we do our job. But if China dominates, my kids and my grandchildren will not live in a world where there's a lot of personal freedom. The CCP want to build a military to dominate us and dominate the world. They don't believe in anybody's individual rights. You can see what they're doing in Hong Kong right now. You can look at how they run the country. Look at their threats against Taiwan. They're bullies. They are thugs. This is from Rick Scott. This is the whole world starting to wake up. And Rick goes further and he says, corporations and business people in America have to start acting in the interests of their country, not simply for profits, and we got to stop this kowtowing to the Communist Party of China. Rick Scott is not a guy with his hair on fire like Steve Bannon or me. This is a very sober individual, and he is laying it down. The future is one of darkness if we do not act now.